Hey guys, it's Christy. I'm supposed to do it like Michael. I'm sorry. It's Friday night. It's Sizzle this. Hopefully I did it like Michael did. Probably not, but we got Pete, aka Sleeverocker, and TaKesha. Positive Girl Gets Fit. Yay! Let's see how everybody's does. Let's go with Miss Donna first.
I'm sorry, I missed it. What are we doing? Are we cordless?
How was your week?
We're live, Donna. We're live.
Okay. My week was crazy. Work has been really busy, so yeah. I mean, I didn't really do much this week. Same old thing. I get up, I go to work, come home, go to bed, do it all over again the next day. So there's really nothing exciting.
What about you, Dennis?
Just having a couple appointments with the kids going on this week. Jay will be in Phoenix tomorrow for the night, so just spending time with the boys, basically. Not much going on, really.
All right. What about you, Mr. Pete?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I spent the day like waiting for my car to get fixed, so it's been a quiet day for me.
Well, that's good. And what about you, Miss TaKesha?
It's been a good week. It's been even keel, so I'm just excited for the weekend. I got a few things planned, with some sorority stuff and I'm not even a sorority member, but some sorority stuff tomorrow, and then I'm going to a comedy show on Sunday. So I'm seeing Bruce, and he's been around for a long time, but yeah, I'm just excited for the weekend.
There you go. Well, my week has been rough. I've been sick. The kids are finally getting better. I'm finally getting better. Hopefully, I still have this nasty cough and looking like a ghost. But Michael's not here tonight with us because he has a frog in his throat. So that's not why he's with us, but he'll be with us next week. So I know everybody in the community knows who you two are, but if you want to give us both a little bit of back history on who you are and stuff, we'll go ladies first. So we'll let you go first.
So I am TaKesha, Positive Girl Gets Fit, and I have my gastric bypass surgery on December 19, 2012. I was highest weight, 256 pounds. I'm currently in the 130s. So I'm 3+ years out, and yeah, been hanging around YouTube since 2012 as well. So it's a little about me.
What about you, Pete?
Well, I'm Sleeverocker on YouTube and Pete_rocks on Instagram. You gotta follow me on Instagram. I'm like a meme-aholic.
Yes.
Let's see. I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. I think April 2014. I'm like 2.5 years out, something like that. Yeah, my high weight was 407 pounds, and I went down to about 169. I think was my low point. And then I've been working on building muscle the past like 1.5 years, and I'm up to 180. Is my current weight. So.
Wow. See, when I first came into the weight loss community, I believe it was both of your channels and somebody else that I sat there and started watching very first ones. And it's like I've seen you, I've been on, YouTube for over a year now, I think. And it's like you two are like the fitness gurus of the community, I believe, because it's like with Pete and his biceps.
Right.
You, girl, with your workout videos and your little motivation speeches, it's like y'all are just, I mean, y'all are like the dual team, the superheroes, you know, for fitness in the weight loss community, I think. I mean, it's amazing. And I want everybody for you to tell us, everybody out there, TaKesha, about your story, because you just sat there and did a photo shoot, is that correct? And an interview and everything.
Yeah.
So let these people know about this.
So here in Nashville, Tennessee, first of all, my surgeon's office is in Nashville, Tennessee. St. Thomas Midtown Hospital is where I had my surgery, and by the illustrious Dr. George Litch. And anyway, this past October, I went and saw him for my my 3-year checkup, and he was like, I was thinking about people. He called me after the fact. He was like, I was thinking about people because we have to do this some type of video for the website. We got to kind of get some more stuff on the page and kind of bring in some more clientele. And for those that can't come here on campus to see us as far as seminars, we just need to have something out there. And the first person I thought of was you. And I was like, really? So anyway, I went in November and did a little interview. And while I was doing the interview, the guy was like, do you have a Facebook page? And I was like, yeah. He was like, do you have Instagram? I was like, yeah. He was like, so you're doing videos on YouTube? I was like, yeah. So anyway, it kind of snowballed into him getting with his crew, the media crew for St. Thomas, and them coming on campus to where I work and taking film of me working out, and it became the story. So the story is on the St. Thomas website for people that are interested about bariatric surgery, thinking about it and all that. They can actually see my video when they go to the page. So some exciting stuff. That was pretty cool to have all that play out in a couple months' time.
And you didn't think you were going to really work out, too, didn't you? You said that.
No, he was like, do what you normally do. And I'm like, dude, I'm sweating.
This is not camera worthy.
Do you want this? I'll give it to you. So, yeah, it was a full throttle workout. It was crazy. So I had a good time.
I think you're both amazing. It's like I don't know. I get your true inspiration to some people out there, for a lot of us out there, I believe. For me, I know it is for me, because I sit there and I can hear Pete's story, and when he sits there and he comes back and he comments on things, he's very inspirational and very motivating to us out there, encouraging. You are, just to the comments that you put out there on Facebook and stuff like that, you're very encouraging to us. And same with you too. It's like you come back and you're very positive, and especially in the mornings when I watch your little clips that you do or your videos that you sit there and you post on Instagram or Facebook, it's like there's just never nothing negative. It's always, you got to think positive. And
yeah, you have to. I mean, especially when you're dealing with, especially this community that has so many hang-ups and so many insecurities and issues already. It's like, why would you want to bring some more of that out? So, for me, this is just who I am. I'm just this annoyingly bubbly. So this is just my personality. I mean, I can get pretty crazy with the cheese whiz too, but for the most part, this is who I am, and I love it. It's my passion. I love doing it. I love bringing something goofy, silly to you, but also something that maybe you can follow along and be able to do. So yeah, it's always good stuff for me.
Yeah, I know my 3-year-old, she likes watching. I'll sit there and be flipping through Facebook or something, and your video will pop through, and if you're dancing or working out, next thing you know, she's over here doing one of these.
Right. Yes.
She out of me, yeah. I'm like, you
very good.
How do you choose your music for your videos? I mean, do you have it? Is it just on your iPad or your iPhone or your phone or anything?
I have it on my phone. I'm a SoundCloud nut, so I'm completely connected to SoundCloud, and I'll just skim through there before. First things first. Nothing that I do is ever pre-planned. Nothing that I do is ever worked out in my head. I just go with it. So whatever you see on my videos, somehow magically stuff just kind of coordinates and works out, but I never pre-plan anything. I never think about a song prior to. It's always during my lunch hour, and I'm just like, okay, what am I gonna find? and it's whatever I'm feeling like, and it just kind of comes together. So yeah.
That's really creative. I didn't know that. I always envisioned that you have to kind of plan out, like, the steps here.
I think he does, yeah.
I know, it's crazy. It's always in the head, and I only have an hour for my lunch, so I normally only give myself about 10 minutes to figure out what I'm going to do, and if I can't do it in that 10 minutes, I'm just winging it. So sometimes that's where you see like the crazy dance videos come into play, because I'm like, I have nothing. So, but yeah, normally with the step videos, I try to make sure it's somewhat where you can follow along. But for Bariatric Boulevard, I do, like today, I did an actual step-by-step arm workout, so you can actually follow along with that a little bit easier, and I give you some real instructions on how to do that. So.
Oh, I can't wait for those videos to come out.
Yeah, that'll be Sunday. That'll be Sunday. So.
Oh, good.
Have you guys been following Nirvana on YouTube?
Yes, I saw she came out with a video as well.
Yeah,
she actually posted it today.
A lot of workout videos this past week. So that's
okay, I'm gonna have to check her out some more. I know I saw the one today that she did, so I'm gonna have to look at that. But yeah, I'm very proud of her.
So Pete, were you always interested in weightlifting and bulking up before surgery and after surgery? I mean, or just
no. 6 months after surgery was the first time I ever stepped into a gym.
Wow.
Like in my life, and I'm 43 years old, so. And I wasn't sure. I went in there. I was like, how much is like a 1 month? Because I didn't know if I would enjoy it. I didn't know what was going on. I was really intimidated too, right? But I signed up for a year, and I got hooked.
So it's addicting. It's like you just wanted to get. I don't know how it is for somebody that builds muscle. I don't know if it's just like you want to get bigger and huger, or is it just...
Yeah, eventually it gets to that. But for me, it was just like, especially when you first start out in the gym, your progress is really kind of fast. Like all of a sudden you're able to lift a lot more weight really quickly. Like in a month or two, it's like, gee, I was doing 20 pounds last month, and now it's like 30 pounds. It's like, this is working, So it's that progress that's really encouraging.
Yeah.
So do you guys find that working out is like a therapy for you now? If something
for sure.
that your go-to?
For sure. I don't know about Pete, but definitely for me, well, I think for Pete too, because I've seen a few of his posts that would make me think, yes, I think that's therapy for Pete. But definitely for me, I think for a lot of people that make fitness their top priority, it is a release, it's a stress reliever, it is therapy, it is the counselor, it's all of that encompassed into one thing. And you go and you let it all out. You give it all to either to the weights, or you give it all to your cardio. You're just trying to relieve all that you have bottled up, especially, I know for me, in those times.
Yeah. For me, definitely, there definitely is that release of the, frustration and all that kind of stuff. But also, after, there's that sense of accomplishment as well.
Yeah.
So between those two things, like, if I don't get my workout in a day, I don't feel right,
Yeah.
So cranky and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the after party is where it's at.
Yeah.
once you've done your thing, it's like you're like badass. You're like, I'm walking out with like the flames behind me. Yeah, rock star moments afterwards.
Christy, we have Miss Beautiful Alicia here tonight. She's saying, hello, I'm excited for the show. So far I could see comments. So that's the only comment that we have so far is Miss Beautiful Alicia's here watching.
Awesome. Hi, Miss Alicia. So I want to sit there and talk about diet, because we have one carnivore and one vegan now. So, and you just became a vegan. So,
yes.
A lot of us in the weight loss community think that some of us want to try to go that way. I think sometimes at one point I did too, because I'm like, I couldn't digest the meat. Up until I was probably about 6 months out of surgery, it's like I was having trouble digesting it, and I was like, well, I'm just screwed. I'm just going to be a vegan. I guess that's the only way to go. But
right,
because you didn't know what to do,
Yeah, I mean, and I've been the carnivore, I've been the vegetarian, and now the vegan. So on all levels, I feel like it's just about researching and Pete knows more about the the macros and the micros, and he's able to detail for you and really break it down as far as what, you know, particular foods are going to do what for your body. And I'm more just on the holistic, just learning, okay, well, these foods are going to be good for me, or these foods are going to provide me the protein that I need for the day. But he really understands food. He really understands the processing. And it's really interesting to listen to him, or to, and I say listen, but to, you know, hear him on form, on paper, just really break down things to you in a way that you're able to digest them. But yeah, I think for me right now, like I'm not going to be that person that's out there in the streets holding up signs like "Don't eat meat," or, you know, I'm not there yet. I haven't got my
Yet.
I haven't got my card yet. They didn't send it in the mail yet, so
They'll be out there holding a Thanksgiving turkey bird saying, "Don't eat this."
Right. I won't be able to Charlie Brown it this year. But the thing about being vegan is just that, you know, for me, I just choose not to eat meat. I just choose not. And it's more ethical than, I guess, anything else right now, just with seeing a lot of the things that I've been seeing these past couple of weeks. But just as far as documentaries and things of the like. But it's doable. Like, just because you're a gastric bypass or in general just a weight loss patient doesn't mean that you can't take on this trek. There's a lot of wonderful patients out there that are doing this, what I'm doing, which is, you know, going vegan or going vegetarian. It is possible. It can be done. You can thrive. You can gain muscle. You can look wonderful. There are athletes that are vegan. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of misconceptions about, you know, weight loss patients, or just people in general, being able to consume the protein, being able to consume the amino acids or the aminos, all of it. Like, you can get your nutrients, your vitamins, and your protein by being vegan. So it's...
Yeah, I think vegan is, I mean, it's a little bit more work because you have to do a little extra work, but vegetarian, it's pretty easy. Like, that's pretty simple in terms of you can get your bases covered, like, in what you need really easily. Throw in a couple eggs or whatever, and you're all set.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, for sure.
With vegan,
it's totally...
you gotta work a little harder. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we were learning that in class. We learned that also, that they could sit there and get different sources of their protein from different parts of the food groups. So it was interesting to know, because, you know, you didn't sit there and think, I don't have my notes from class, but I know there were some things I was like, wow, I didn't know there was protein in certain things that I didn't think was, you know, a protein food, because when I think protein, I think, you know, dairy or meat. That's what I think.
Right.
So,
And that's what a lot of people think. I mean, that's base of what a lot of people think is just dairy and meat and, you know, eggs. But there's so many things that I didn't even know, like hemp seed, and you got your chia seeds, and then you got your spinach and your kale, and, you know, all those power greens, and then, you know, you have your lentils, and you have your legumes, and you have, you know, nuts, and it's just so many different ways that you can definitely get what you need for. And, you know, you can go to Google and look up on the calculator. There's one on bodybuilding.com if you're into bodybuilding that will calculate. You put in your age and your height and your weight and your and it will calculate how much protein you need based off of what type of lifestyle you're living. So in case you're unsure, there's calculators out there on how to get your protein.
I actually really like the vegetarian, like the balance of the macros that you get in vegetarian, because all the food you get is got protein in it. It's got a little bit of fat. Well, maybe not fat as much, but unless you're eating like nuts or something. But it's got a good ratio of like protein to carbs to
healthy fats.
Whereas if you're a carnivore, you're just eating steak. You know, it's like there's no carbs. It's just everything is much more partitioned. Whereas with vegetarian, it's more of a whole food group in one kind of.
And with veganism, you're really pulling from everything. You know, minus your meats, you're really you're really pulling from everything. So it's really good to make sure what you're consuming is going to be good for you and have what you need as far as the protein, as well as your good carbs and your fats. And so you're really wanting to make sure that you're getting a lot of bang for your buck every time you eat.
Yeah. How are you feeling altogether?
Very
I mean,
cool.
outside and
I feel light on my feet. I feel good. I really have had no issues since dropping the eggs and the cheese. Because, like I said, I wasn't drinking milk. So the eggs and the cheese, once that left, I don't know. I've just been feeling really light. Even though my weight is the same, I don't know. I just feel better. I really do.
All right, what about you, the meat eater?
Well, I'm kind of an extreme case for a weight loss patient, right? We all know this because my calorie needs are really high.
Yeah, your calorie is like ridiculous.
And because I work out 6 days a week, my protein needs are also really high.
Yeah.
So it's for me it's more of a balance. It's like how much can I fit into my little tummy?
Yeah.
Like that's the criteria for me.
I saw a picture you posted. I don't know if it was this week or last week, but it was with the 2 sweet potatoes and your plate of food. I'm sitting there thinking, how did he?
Oh no! I think that must
must
have been a food. I think that was a food prep day. That was not.
Okay, because I was like, oh my God, how is he?
No, I can
that?
only handle about half a chicken breast and half a sweet potato, and that is like pushing it,
Yeah, because I saw that and I was like, oh my God, his little tummy is gonna.
No, I would explode.
Christy, we have a couple more comments here. Pugsy Papers is here watching us. She says, I'm here watching too. And then we also have Watch Patty Melt is watching. And she wants to say that she's watching but cannot comment. She just wanted to say how good everyone is spending Friday night with all of us. So thank you very much, Patty. And she says that TaKesha and Pete are truly her favorites, and she loves the inspiration that you guys give all of us. So thank you so much, Patty, for watching. And
Yes,
yeah.
thank you, Patty.
I agree. I think you both sit there and give the community so much to look for and to keep us motivated. And I mean, there's others out there, but when I sit here and I go through my stream, my news feed in Facebook in the morning or afternoon, I sit there and I see you two posts, especially Pete, showing the arm pictures.
Yes, gotta have the arm.
I know you gotta have those arms.
I wish I could post like.
I look forward to the arms.
I wish I could do workout videos.
If I'm scrolling on and see an arm pic, I'm like, something's up. What's going on?
I was asking Pete, I said, do you have any workout videos so when I make the trailer I could do it? He's like, So I just had to grab one.
They don't allow videos in my gym.
Yeah.
So I've seen those they have these little cubes, these Polaroid cubes. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're
I've seen them.
They're like 1.5 inches cubes, and you can and they're metallic, so you can, or magnets, so you can stick them on the gym apparatus. I'm gonna look into getting one of those.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
See, I'm really new into the whole YouTube weight loss surgery community. I just, when I met Michael is kind of when he drugged me into this whole thing, and it was really cool because of course I watched Sleeverocker's stuff the first time he was on the show. So this time it was kind of like, okay, well, I'm going to see what she's about. And I started watching, and I'm like, where was this when I was new out in surgery? Where were you?
I was hidden.
I learned so much more from the YouTube community than I did definitely from my bariatric center. And certainly a lot more than from the forums, because the forums, people tend to be really argumentative, and
Very
it was not a good environment. But YouTube, everyone loves everybody.
It's like utopia on crack.
On crack.
It is awesome that we do have this community to lean on. Seriously. Without this, I don't even know where I would be. when I first thought about, when I first was like, wow, okay, this is what I'm going to do, it's getting real. It was late into my processing of paperwork, and it was like November of me actually thinking about doing videos, and I saw Aisha Grill and Be Gone, and I was like, oh my God, she is awesome. and she just gave me hope, like, man, maybe I can start doing videos. And so I started doing videos like a couple days before Thanksgiving that year, and ever since I've just been meeting person after person after person that has just been completely awesome, willing to, you know, divulge anything, give you any type of advice, just be super helpful. And I say this all the time, but if you're not making videos on YouTube, you're really missing out, because that support is there. Like the support of all of you guys, just doing this is just wonderful. So
yeah, the support is definitely there. I think there is like a give and take, though. I think a lot of people start making videos and they're like,
and they fall off.
And they fall off and whatever.
Yeah.
But you have to be out there not only doing your videos, but also contributing, commenting on other people's as well.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I agree. It's a two-way street sometimes, and it's like, and I've seen some people that have sat there and just wanted to be like the guru of the community.
Yeah.
You see some of those people out there. It's not a lot. It's a few hand-picked people, and you see them, but then you never see their videos again. It's like, well, what happened to them? So it's like
right.
you know.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with the icon. Okay, let me just put that out there.
I was like, wow, I feel fancy.
I just do what I do because I enjoy it. You know.
But you know, I really do think that you guys are icons in the weight loss community, because you sit there and you look where y'all both have come and where you are now and what you bring to the community. I think that's an icon to me. That's an idol. That's a hero.
Yeah.
You know, so I look at the two of you as that. I mean, you know, you both sat there and have such amazing journeys, and you sit there and you give back so much to the community too. I mean, it might not be, you know, whatever, but it's words of wisdom. It's, you know, your advice. It's your opinion. It's your time that you give when you make these videos and stuff like that. And it's like we see it, and I don't know how to describe it. It's just like that, you know, it helps us more than some of us out here that, you know, need it. You never know. You could be making that video, and it could sit there and talk to somebody else and be like, damn, I've been waiting for somebody to say something like that, and it finally hit me, and, you know, that person told me that.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll get like a comment on like a really, really old video, and someone was like, this like really like answer a question that I had been having for like so long, and I'm like, oh, cool. I was just rambling at the time, but if it helped you,
right,
great.
You never know. Someday our rambles might sit there and help somebody. It's like, you know, we're just there to sit there and look at a computer and vent and talk, and it's like my husband looks at me sometimes crazy, like, who are these helping? Who are these helping? I don't know. It might help somebody. You never know. I just do it because it's like a video diary for me almost. You know, it's therapeutic for me. It's like being at a counseling session. I can sit there and just look at myself in a camera and sit there and vent if I have to, or talk or share something. So
I think the number one thing is it keeps your mindset in where it's supposed to be, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the reality of life is you need to always be thinking about what you're eating. You need to be thinking about what kind of, you know, exercise you're doing. I mean, you just let those things go. So when you're doing videos or watching videos, you know, your mindset is always in that place, and I think that's important.
Yeah. And I also think we can get wrapped up spending too much time on YouTube, because
for sure,
oh,
yeah.
God. I was sick for 2 weeks, so I looked in the newsroom and I'm like, oh my God, look at all these videos. There's no way I'm going to catch up on all these videos. And it's like, I sat there for one day sipping on tea, and I was like, next thing I know, it was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, oh my God, I've been sitting here for 2.5 hours watching videos. What the hell?
Yeah, I think my first year, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't work, so my first year, I think I was like 5 hours a day. Like, it was like insane. But now I've kind of filtered it down. There's only maybe a couple dozen people that I watch, and they don't do too many videos, so it's manageable.
So you're safe.
Yeah.
Are you like that, Donna or Dennis, when you sit there and you watch videos? Were you absorbed at first, and now you're like...
No, I'm so new. I'm every free second I have my face in YouTube. Walking down the hall at work with you playing. I mean, it's...
Well, yeah, I didn't always watch the videos. Sometimes I would just like let them play, and then I'll be working on my computer in like another window or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I would probably have to say for me, when I first started this journey, I was watching videos probably most of the day. I would find a new subscriber, I subscribe to them, watch their videos. Now, I mean, my list is like, you know, so high now, but I haven't now, with me being 14 months post-op, that I'm not watching as many videos. I'm watching them, but I don't comment like I used to. I have, like, my desktop.
That's normal.
Yeah, my desktop does not have speakers, and it's easy for me to, watch it on there, but yet, you know, I have to listen with these. You know, so I haven't been watching a lot of videos lately. I am so far behind, but I don't I do have a lot of subscribers. I love watching videos because they're inspirational. You know, they help me, you know, stay on track, and, you know, especially people that are like, you know, 2 or 3 years post-op, because I'm already 14 months. You know, I'm getting to that almost year and a half pretty soon. So I'm learning on how to eat, being like in maintenance. So.
Right. I'm not that far yet. I'm only 10 months out, so I'm getting there.
Yeah, but you're doing really well. I saw that picture you posted, I think, was it today or yesterday, from like a decade ago, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, that was in 2008. A friend of mine's like,
Yeah.
I have a picture for you I want to send you. And I saw that picture. I'm like,
Yeah, I saw that.
that person? I mean, do you ever have that flashback? You look at old pictures and you're like, who is that person?
Yeah.
No, I don't have that happen, but I remember very well.
I mean, it's amazing because it's like I can actually, and it was funny because I went to go pick up my daughter in school, so I had this hoodie on, another hoodie on, and a jacket on today. I had all three of them on today, and I didn't feel tight with clothes, and I'm like, I didn't realize it until I came home and I start taking them all off. I'm like, I had 3 coats on. I've never been able to do that before. Usually it's been one coat and it had to stay unbuttoned because nothing would zip up.
Mm-hmm.
It blows my mind, and it's like, but I still find myself, it's funny because my friend Sherry, she's always telling me, throw it away, throw the clothes away that don't fit you no more, throw it away. And it's like she gave me a bunch of clothes, and it's funny because I'll still walk around wearing my old baggy clothes that are falling off.
Yeah, I did that too, but really do make the effort to get to at least wear stuff that fits better, because you start to see it more, and you don't want to have to go like all of a sudden you're like waist thin and you're wearing these 3X clothing,
Well, that happens to you because my husband's like, well, look, your pants are gonna fall down. I had to go buy underwear because they kept falling off of me, and I was like, wow, I just blew my mind. It's just like I can't believe the things are just falling off.
For some reason, underwear was the last thing that I changed out.
Right.
Like, I was wearing XL underwear, and I made the jump to like medium and large. I was like, wait a minute, how is that on my body?
I know. It blows my mind. It blows my mind, and it's like I'm starting to learn how to let go. I have that fear because I'm still new to having surgery, and it's like I still have that old thinking, like, oh, I'm gonna gain that weight back. I'm thinking it's like a fast diet I'm on or something. Still have that.
Yeah, but you've lost how much now?
I've lost 149 pounds.
Okay, that's not gonna. If it's gonna come back,
Wow.
it's gonna come back in like a decade. So you're probably okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I know, it's just...
I think that's part of why it's important to get rid of those clothes.
Huh?
I think that's why it's important to get rid of those clothes. It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
know it
never
is.
have to do this again.
Yeah. And I don't want to be back.
And it's extra encouragement. You can make some good money too.
Right?
No, I'm serious, because like the big clothes. Remember how hard it is to find large size clothing, right? So
Yeah.
like I found one person
Yeah.
that was in need for them, and I sold everything. It was like $2 or $3 an item, but it was a whole wardrobe.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
You know?
amazing. I'm learning how to let go, and I did sell a couple of things, and because we have like in our community we have a bid and win thing, so I've been selling that, and I'm just like, okay, I just got to sit there, make the effort, go to the closet, and just start pulling all that stuff out. So hopefully I'll do that this weekend since I'm feeling a little bit better, but it's a weird feeling. It's the weirdest feeling in the world.
Yeah.
And then my mom, she sent me clothes from Florida, and it's like they're actually 2 sizes smaller than what I'm wearing now. So it's like, okay, so now I have clothes that are too big, clothes that fit me, and then clothes that are for the future. So I got to see a bunch of clothes now. So
Yeah. I've been buying my clothes at Goodwill, and Jay works for Goodwill. So tomorrow here in Southern Arizona, they're having their 50% off sale. So the bigger clothes, like the clothes that are getting too big for me, I'll donate them back to them, and I'll just get new clothes. So like tomorrow when I go, I'll probably be looking for shorts because it's going to start getting warm again. So I'll probably be doing that. And again, it's 50% off, so you can't go wrong. You'll get like maybe $80 of clothes for like 30, 40 bucks.
did you see Donna's face when you said it's going to start getting warm again? I think she gave you the stink eye right there.
I just gave them the stink eye because I'm so ready for warm weather.
I know.
Come to Arizona. It's supposed to be almost 80 degrees the next 2 days, and then it's supposed to drop. It's supposed to drop like 20. Yeah, it's supposed
But wasn't he just talking about snow a few minutes ago before the show started?
Monday.
But I'm sure it doesn't stay on the ground. I don't think there's any
No.
chance
Yeah,
of
there's
that.
no 3 feet of snow laying on the ground.
Yeah.
No. We're like I said, we're supposed to get valley rain and mountain snow down to 3,000 feet, and it's probably going to be not even half an inch. It'll be in the morning. It'll be gone in the afternoon. But it's only supposed to be a high of 46 on Tuesday for my birthday, so I'm not happy about that. I wish it was going to be in the 70s, but it's okay. We'll get there.
Do we have any more comments, Dennis?
Actually, we do not. That I have. I just see Miss Beautiful Alicia's from earlier, Pugsy Papers, and Watch Penny Milk. That's all I have so far.
Do you guys have any more questions for these lovely folks?
I do, for Pete. Since we last had you on the show, you were letting us know about your health situation. How has it been? Has anything gotten better? Has it gotten worse, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, well, just for people who maybe didn't catch the last show, I have an autoimmune liver disease. So my liver is not functioning very well, and I had a flare-up, I guess, over the summertime. So I've been in treatment for that since October, so 3 months? Yeah. And was on some pretty heavy medication and whatnot, but I've been decreasing my dose, and I'm getting there.
And does your diet affect your liver condition at all?
It doesn't affect it, but I have to be a little bit more conscious of what I'm eating. Mm-hmm. Like when your liver is not working well, you have to be like, you can't eat too much fat.
Yeah.
And then I'm on a corticosteroid, so if I'm eating too much sugar, then it causes you to gain fat. So I can't eat a lot of fat, and I can't eat any sugar, so it makes it tough.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But I can say for one thing, now that I weigh so much less, my body seems to be less. I don't have to be as strict with those things as I did, the last time when I was like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Like when I was 400 pounds, I had no fats and no sugars. Where now I can be like moderate, and I I don't feel sick or anything like that. So
That's good.
yeah.
We're glad you're feeling better.
Exactly.
Any more questions, guys?
I don't think I have any.
I think we're gonna wrap it up. Do you? Oh, I'm sorry, Dennis. Did you have one?
No, I was just going to. I had one for TaKesha. Oh yes, actually, I do have one. Rumor has it you may be going to Nashville for WLSFA. Is that a rumor, or is that something that will be true?
Oh, we don't have any sound for Nikki. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, sorry. Has some technical difficulties with my MacBook. No, that's true. I will be getting my tickets here probably this weekend, or my ticket rather, this weekend. But yes, I am coming because it's just 25 minutes away. So
Yeah, you can't not go if it's 25 minutes
yeah,
away.
I can't miss that. And plus, there's so many people that are going to be coming, and I'm so excited. Patty is going to be here, Lauren Dayton. I mean, just the plethora, Connie, and it's just going to be great. So I'm very excited.
Yay!
Yes. So I would love to do something outside of, I guess, outside of the WLSFA, just as far as
Worst acronym ever, by the way. It does not roll off the tongue.
You gotta say it slow, steady.
Slow. So yeah, I am very excited about going. Yes.
Very cool. I'm between going to WLSFA or going to OH. OH right now is going to be cheaper for me because it's right here in California. Well, I'm like it's like it'll take me an hour to fly there instead of traveling the whole day, going to Nashville, going across country. So I'm trying to see how to handle it, if I'm going to do WLSFA or not, or go to OH. So we'll see. I want to do both, but I can't afford both.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I want to do one of them. I do want to do a meet and greet, so we'll have to see which one I want to go to.
Yeah, this will be my first one, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Very cool.
I'm excited too. That's where my journey started, was in San Diego at the WSLFA, or yeah. So, but I only got to stay there for one night. So, but that's where it all started before I went to Mexico and had surgery. So I have to go back. Got to make it.
You're going to be a year soon, Christy, aren't you?
Yep. I'll be a year in January, February, March, April.
April, right?
April 11th, yeah. April 11th. Getting close.
Yeah.
But
that's when it all stops.
I know.
I'm just kidding. It'll go as long as you need it to go.
That's right.
I'm still working. I might have been out for 2 weeks, but hey, I did 30 minutes of cardio today, so I am trying to get back on steps. So
I just remember when I hit that 1 year, I was like, oh no. Well, actually, for me, it wasn't so bad because I was already at goal. But everyone always panics. It's like when that 1 year comes, it's like, oh no, I'm not going to lose anymore. And then they keep losing, and then it's a year and a half, and they're like, oh no, it's over, I'm going to gain it all back.
It's a scary time, I'm telling you, but you'll continue to lose as long as you're in the game, as long as you're, like Pete was saying, continually thinking about your food, knowing what it is that you're putting in your body, thinking about exercise. I mean, it's like, God, do I have to continue to do this like for the rest? Yeah, for the rest of your life.
I gotta keep doing it. It was funny because I was sitting there talking to somebody. I don't know who I was talking to, but I was talking about, I'm like, man, when I'm like 80 or 90 years old, can you imagine my grocery bill? I mean, it'll be so cheap. It'll be some eggs, it'll be some, turkey. It would just be the cheapest meal. But now you got to buy for kids and everything else. But it's like, man, when they all leave, my cooking will go real low. It's like,
yeah.
So, I don't know. I was sitting there talking, so I just thought it was funny that it was just, I was thinking that far out. It's like, good Lord.
The hopes and dreams.
Right? Grocery bill will finally be low. But I want to thank you both for being on the show. Pete, this is like your third time with us. You're becoming a regular Sizzle this character on here.
Yeah, when you asked me, I'm like, you really want to see me again?
Well, we were trying to devote all of January to fitness and health, and we're trying to do these little themes monthly. So, like, next month is going to be love and stuff like that. So we're trying to stick with it. That's the idea of it. So we're trying to stick with it. And what other better way to end January than with the two famous weight loss community gurus that we have here? So I put you two on a very high pedestal. I really admire and I think very highly of both of you because you guys are just amazing. You kick ass every day, and it's like you fight. Pete, you are a fighter. I mean, look what you've been through and what you're going through, and you sit there and you don't give up. You keep going and you're going strong. And TaKesha, you're just like, you give us women something to look forward to, and you give us that positive feedback and that what we need, those words that you sit there and you say, you give back to us, and you make us feel like that we're worth something. So,
man, I'm gonna have me tearing up. I'm gonna go to bed. No, thank you to just this community. It's just completely awesome. Thank you to Sizzle This, and I'm just so glad to be a part of this wonderful moving thing, this positive moving thing. There's so many, like Pete was saying and Dennis was saying. I mean, there's outlets for us, but God, this is just so positive and so interactive. Right. Yeah. I mean, we can actually, comment on someone's video and they actually respond back, or we can say something on somebody's page on Facebook and they can respond back and we can have a conversation. I mean, it's really, you just really have to take time out sometimes and just say thank you,
Yeah.
So, you're welcome.
Definitely.
Thank you. I want to,
No, go ahead.
Oh, I just want to let everybody know that I am taking a little sabbatical, whatever you call it, a break from Sizzle This until the end of February because my schoolwork has doubled. Yeah, and I'm going to school for a nutritionist, so I am trying to sit there and get as much time as I can in before summer comes and the kids are out, so I can get my schoolwork done. So I will be back probably the beginning of March, it looks like, unless someone gets sick, like Michael with a frog in his throat. So, but I need that time to sit there and think on my schoolwork, and I'm trying to do a lot of inner body changing. Does that make sense? Like soul changing and everything else. I've letting things get to me that I shouldn't, so I need to sit there and like cleanse my body from some of the stuff. So it's hard to do. It really is. You get so absorbed into Facebook and YouTube and everything else, and then you just have to find a way to get it out. And I think that's the best way for me is just sit there and just step back for a minute and worry about CHRISTI. Because if I don't worry about CHRISTI, then nobody's going to worry about CHRISTI. So my main priority is my health and myself first. So I just need to do that, and then I really want to sit there and do good in school, so I'm trying to do the best I can. So but we're going to be doing some product reviews and stuff like that. So it'll be Donna, Michael, and Dennis that will be doing the shows until I come back in March. I'm not leaving. I'm not going nowhere. I'll be back. But I just wanted to let everybody know that. So, but thank you again for being on the show, both of you guys. We really do love you, and you're both welcome back anytime.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you're gonna have you're about to fall asleep, girlfriend. You're just like, we got you up too late tonight. I know.
Listen. Yes, I've been up since 4 this morning. Why? I have no idea.
I got up at 4:15, so I feel you. I've been up too. Yep. So, but thank you again, guys. Both. We really do love you, and you're welcome back anytime. And I hope you guys have a happy and safe Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And we'll see you in Nashville. And Pete, we wish you could come to Nashville. We really do.
Yeah,
I would
me
love to
too.
meet you.
Do like a what is that they do? One of those crowd fundraiser things.
I
We're gonna
know.
do
Right.
Get
yeah.
Nashville. Get Pete to Nashville.
Nashville bus. Come on, Pete.
Yep.
That would be a long bus ride from Canada to Texas. He would be cramped up in there, let me tell you. All right, guys, thanks for watching.
Good night.
Bye.